Ladies and gentlemen, we have Isabel Ortega, DINGDONG Dantes, and ANGELI. That was a very beautiful movie, the best picture in the Metro Manila Film Festival. Thank you for joining us in the Q&A right now. First of all, I'd like to know, I heard Ding is the first time you saw the movie.
That's right. Wow! Sa lahat, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Thank you for being here and for watching the film. And yeah, that's true. First time ko po siyang mapanood. Although, sa puso at isip ko, buhay na buhay siya kasi sinasalaysay ko na siya sa screen. But of course, it's really different to experience, to see and witness it for the very first time. And masaya po ako na nakasabay ko kayo dito sa sinihan nito. Such a memorable experience for me.
Ano yung reaction mo nung napapanood mo sa big screen ngayon sa LA?
Well, bukod sa napakahalaga nitong okasyon na ito para sa atin, hindi lang po para sa pelikulang ito, kundi para sa buong MMFF at industriya. Siyempre, iba kapag, siyempre pag actors, tsaka pag nagpa-perform kami, iba kapag on camera. Pero kapag nakita na natin lahat ng elemento na nandyan na put together beautifully, talagang parang buhay na buhay yung kwento. Yung kwento ng mga alitapkat at yung kwento ni nanay dito sa pelikula ito. Kaya grabe, hanep. Kaya pala best picture. Grabe, ibang klase. Hanep. Bravo to, of course, the actors. Isabel, wala na po sila dito. Si Yuan, nanalo po ng Best Child Actor. Of course, to our director, our producers. Pero syempre, sa creator po ng pelikulang Firefly, si Miss Ange. Hindi ko po malilimutan yung araw na ikunento mo sa akin to. Alam ko talaga na magkakaroon siya ng special place in the history of Philippine cinema. Kaya maraming salamat at pinagkatiwala niyo yung role na Tonton sa akin.
Ange, congratulations on the Best Screenplay Award. What was your inspiration when writing this movie?
Hi, good evening. Hi. I've been asked that question several times during the screenings, and I still find it hard to pin down one answer. Siguro the most obvious is I wrote it as a mother who wants to answer the tough questions being thrown at me by my little boy that time. Alam niyo yung mga bata, diba? Sila yung malaki yung mga tanong nila. What is the meaning of life? Ganun, what happens after we leave this earth? Yung mga ganon. And yun yung siguro one of the things that inspired me to write this. To explain it to him in a simple way that actually I don't know all the answers to the big questions, but what I know is that the story we have here, that we share here right now, it matters. It is like me already. The story is the love we share. So that's one thing. I also wrote it, I guess, as a child who lost a parent when I was young. For me, it was my dad. Sa akin, it was his mom. Sa akin, it was my dad. And I was like Tonton for a while. I would look for him everywhere. You know how when you lose someone, you believe in signs. You are convinced that everything you see has something to do with them. Yung never really siya yun. And of course, na tayo ko, Pinoy na Pinoy. Naniwala tayo na lahat ng dumalapong paru-paro sa urol at piling ay sira. Hindi po ba? So, I wrote that as a grieving daughter also. And at the same time, I've been doing documentaries for almost 20 years. So a lot of it is also inspired by the people that I met along the way. I see a lot of humanity in the darkest places, siguro, when I was producing documentaries for GMA. And so some of it, I wanted to honor the people that I met on the journey and kind of humanize and give humanity to their characters. So, among others.
And Isabel, how was it working with DINGDONG, and what really touched you about this movie that made you accept this part?
Um, I think actually I've been wanting to work with Direct Sigdulay for the longest time already. And when I found out about this movie and I read the synopsis, I really fell in love with the plot of it, and it it really felt like it touched my childhood because I loved to read as a kid. I also loved to draw as a kid, and when I read the story of the movie, it just resonated with little me. And I just want to say, in real life, hindi po talaga ako scammer. I just wanted to point that out. But working with Direct Zig Dulay was amazing, especially given that this was my first movie. And working on a television series and working on a movie are two completely different things. So I was very grateful that Direct Zig and of course Miss Angeli guided me through the process. And yeah, I'm very grateful for them.
And DINGDONG, you're a storyteller here. Who among your storytellers influenced you?
Siguro, myself. Kasi, alam mo, dahil nasa stage po kami ngayon sa bahay, kung saan talagang ini-engage namin yung mga bata sa pamamagitan ng mga kwento. Kasi kung hindi, marami sila ibang gagawin, makukulit, gano'n. Tapos minsan di makatulog. So, andun kami sa stage ngayon na pinabasahan namin sila ng mga libro. And syempre, that's something new to me. Mabuti po na gawa ko siya before doing the role of Tonton. Kasi kahit pa paano, it helped me in interpreting the role. So, in a way, while my job is really a storyteller, di ba? In the films that we make, in the television shows that we do, in Amazing Earth, we tell the stories about animals, etc. So, in a way, yung mga skills po na yun, nakatulong doon sa ginagawa kong storytelling at home, which I think prepared me for the role of Tonton as a storyteller on screen.
And you see you and Uncle that you won Best Child Performer. Did you have to talk to him before he acted? What were the things you told him, how to act, or anything that you gave tips?
Well, Ewan is a very charming, naturally charming and talented kid. So, kumbaga, nakita talaga po namin si Tonton sa kanya, yung may spunk, na bata, medyo wais, ganyan. But at the same time, credit to Direct Zig Dulay talaga for being with Ewan on all those workshops before we started filming. Ang naging goal ni Direct Zig was to really bring out the natural character of Ewan and find Tonton in him, what are their similarities. Kung hindi niya masyadong pinilit, what was natural to the kid, yun yung ginamit po niya. So Direk Zig is an awesome director. Can't make it today, pero ano po talaga, huge credit to him for bringing out the best in all our actors and of course for creating this film.
And Isabel, this movie you said is your first one.
Yes.
So how was it acting with these big stars also like DINGDONG and Jerry Catchet, Epic Kison?
Of course, it's an honor to be able to work with all of them. Unfortunately, kami ni Kuya Dino, hindi kami nagkaroon ng eksena kasi nandun kami sa Young Tonton eh. But of course, working with Kuya Epi. I've also actually worked with him in a previous series, but we also didn't get to have scenes together. So, it was a great experience, and especially with the type of story that we had, na it was kind of an ensemble. You really have to depend then on the chemistry of all of you being together, yung camaraderie. So I'm just so grateful kasi they're all very generous actors. And I really learned a lot from working with them. And of course, Tonton, see you, and he's so great. We all looked up to him. He was so patient, he was so hardworking, and it kept us motivated as well, knowing Ewan was very persistent and an amazing actor. It was amazing to be able to work with them. It really taught me a lot.
Were there any scenes there were funny scenes that were memorable for you?
Definitely the bus scene. Kasi when we were shooting that, I mean, if you think about the continuity, obviously you have to shoot it a few times, right? So you have to get the fall right, you have to get, certain things that you have to be able to do the exact same way many times. So it was an adventure. It was an adventure doing it, knowing that everyone, had to cooperate in that scene. And I guess, what else? There's one more. I keep forgetting. The one where we were all eating in front of the Mayon, and we were in Mang Louie's house. That was one of my favorite scenes because the food was really good. If you guys ever go to Bicol, you guys know that the Bicol Express is amazing, and the laing there.
So, doing this movie, what is the greatest lesson or takeaway from doing this film for you, Ding Dong, for everybody?
Um, well, marami po in on different layers, but siguro yung pinaka nalang na takeaway ay isa sa mga tumatak na linya, at yun ay ang mas matibay o mas malakas ang pagmamahal kaysa sa takot. Yun yung pinaka